Hello everybody and welcome back to another gummy review with me, Gummy Mellow. And hi guys, what is going on? I know it's been a while since I made a gummy review, but this is important because this is the 10th gummy review, guys, of the channel. Can you believe it? We have 9 other gummy reviews that we've gone through, and this is going to be our 10th gummy review. So exciting, guys. It's been a journey. I've tasted so many gummies already. And I hope you guys have been enjoying this video. This is gonna be my 10th gummy review, as you know, so obviously I have to go with a very special gummy. And as you probably saw from the trailer from Carl's Screwdriver 2, you'll probably have an idea of what the gummy already is, and that is going to be the Trolli Sour Brite. I'm sorry you guys can't see that well. Sour Brite All-Star Mix, the best of Trolli has to offer, the dream team of gummy goodness. This includes all the best gummies Trolli has ever made, all condensed in one bag, and I am really excited to try it, guys. Before we get to that, please make sure to subscribe for more content like this. If you haven't watched my announcement video, I recommend that you go check it out. I'll have it playing a little bit of it right here, and I'll probably have it in the icon up there. Some maybe, I don't know, maybe in the description as well. Check it out. But the video will be there, and it contains some important announcements, especially what's gonna happen with my channel now. Like I mentioned, I probably won't be making as many gummy reviews, but if you wanted to go check that out, like I said, I will have it somewhere around this video. But anyway, guys, before let's just jump right into this, and we're gonna open the bag, and I'll see you guys in a bit once I finish opening the bag. Hello everybody, I am back, and when you open up the bag for the first time, you're gonna notice the smell of Trolli obviously coming into your hand. And one thing you'll notice is that all these gummies are the sour. As I mentioned in the bag, this is the Trolli Sour Brite All-Star Mix, so it's gonna contain all the good sour ones. Now, when it comes to what is actually inside the bag, we have the gummy slots, which I have yet to try on this channel yet, but we'll get to them eventually. We have the gummy octopuses, which I also have yet to try yet on the review yet on this channel, so be expectant of that. We have the gummy hand, which I'm not sure you can see it that well because I have terrible lighting when I'm making this video. Sorry guys. I have the hand, and last but not least, which I will also review later, and last but not least, our good friend, the gummy crawler, which I reviewed already and have mentioned that they are amazing. They're literally the best. So those are the 4 types of gummies we have here. There's different flavor variations of gummies inside this, like different octopus flavors in this bag. But I'm not gonna go too depth into them because, as you know, I will be making a gummy review on the Sour Brite Octopuses Trolli later. And so when that comes around, I'll be able to try out every single octopus flavor individually. But for now, since this is an all-star mix and we have 4 different types of gummies, we're just gonna go through one flavor from each type and in this video and get it over with. Now, one thing I noticed is that in the back of the bag, it says that the 5 all-star mixes are crawlers, slots, octopus, llamas, and tiny hands. And as you probably noticed, I am missing a llama, and that is because there is no llama in this bag, and I am really confused. So that's gonna be my first complaint about this gummy bag, is that there sometimes may not be one type of gummy in here. In this bag particularly, there is an overwhelming amount of octopus compared to basically everything else. Like there's like 6 octopus in here, like 3 hands, 2 slots, and like this is, I think this is like the only worm in here. So as you can tell, there's a clear imbalance between the gummies that are in this bag, and I hope Trolli fixes that, because that is a pretty big issue, not gonna lie. You're advertising 5 different types of variations in this bag, but yet I only have 4 in here. So hopefully it's resolved soon, and because of that I'm going to be deducting points at the end because of that, because that is just unsatisfactory, and it kind of ruins the quality of this gummy review, guys. Can you believe that Trolli is messing up my gummy review? I can't believe you, Trolli. I'm going to sue you. Just kidding, guys. Trolli literally is the reason why I have this channel here, and the reason why I love gummy so much, so I can't thank you enough, Trolli. I love you, Trolli. Anyway, guys, we're gonna start off this video. We're gonna go ahead and try the slots first. As you can see right there, I'm gonna try it. I'll be right back with you guys in a bit. So I remember the orange and purple gummy worm review that I had for the Trolli Sour Rat Crawlers video I had. It tasted just like that. The flavor was pretty much the same thing. And considering that the sloth is a bit thicker and has a bit more, and is definitely bigger than the worm, I gotta say it definitely offered more chewiness and offered a better like a bigger portion than the worms could provide individually by themselves. So that's one good thing about the sloths, I have to say. The sloths themselves are pretty cool. The way that they shape them like cloth is pretty cool as well. So I'm not sure how I'm going to grade this gummy review, considering this is actually a special type of bag in which contains variations of different past gummies all condensed in one. So I can't really base it off like chewiness and softness, because they're all different. They're all different gummies, like that's for sure. So there's a different way I gotta grade it. I'm thinking that I'm just gonna base it off flavor, because flavor generally has a good way into my videos. And I think I'm gonna do compatibility. I think that's gonna be my main factor in these gummy reviews. That for this gummy review in particular, it's gonna be compatibility. So that's one thing I'm gonna emphasize on when it comes to this gummy review in particular. So compatibility with the sloths, definitely. If it tastes just like the worms, and as you know how I created those worms, you'll know that they're very compatible. With sloths, however, due to their big portion size, it'll be best if the compatibility is with something smaller, such as a worm or a gummy bear, and not with another sloth or another octopus, as that would just be over straining the flavor. And overall, it'll pretty much change up the experience that you have, considering you have to like chew more and less. I appreciate the flavor. So I would say it's compatible, but specifically only for smaller gummies. So that's gonna be that for gummy sloths. Next, we're gonna move on to gummy octopus. Now, as far as I know, gummy octopus are actually one of the oldest and one of the original Trolli gummies that have come out. I've definitely seen these before. They're definitely one of the older ones in comparison to some of the more recent ones, like the sloths and the tiny hands. Just a little history fact, just not throwing that out. But anyway, I'm going to taste this octopus for the first time, and we'll see how it goes. Back, guys, and after trying out the gummy octopus, I've come to the conclusion that because it was a green and yellow one, I would assume the flavor was lemon and lime, and from tasting it, I did conclude that it was lemon and lime. However, considering that the body itself, like the little dot where like the head is the only part that is lemon. Like the lemon is the yellow part, the lime is the green, which means the tentacles are the lime. Because of that, it actually created an imbalance of lime and lemon, more in favor for lime, as you can tell by a bit of sourness, a bit extra sourness than a lemon gummy would normally be. But that's basically how the gummy tasted generally. It tasted more lime than lemon. and you can clearly tell, like very clearly tell, and physically you can also tell as well, just because there's more of one color than the other. It's not like a half and half, it's more like a 70, like 80%, 20% kind of thing. And so that is my review on that. The octopus, I definitely think it could be compatible, but specifically with, like I said, with the slots, I would say it was the same thing with the slots, that is compatible with smaller gummies, just because there's already a big amount. Octopus with octopus would be recommendable, especially to create double flavor like gummy that you would be able to enjoy. Like if you were to combine the lime gummy I had with one of the other ones here, which will probably be the blue raspberry one. I assume it's blue raspberry because I know Trolli did blue raspberry before. So it'll probably, if you combine those two, you'll get a definitely good experience with how juicy it is, and it'll be overall pretty good. Sourness level of these gummies overall, they're all roughly gonna be the same sourness, I assume, because they're all Trolli, and so the sourness isn't too bad. It is pretty decent. It adds flavor to the gummy, complementary, so it's a pretty good gummy overall. Next, we're gonna go with the tiny hands. So these tiny hands, they're relatively new to the Trolli family. They're pretty cool. They're shaped like a hand. I can give myself like a high five. I'm lonely. So I'm gonna try this gummy now, and we'll see how it goes. It's also an orange and purple one, so I assume it'll taste the same as the worm and the sloth. So maybe it'll be the same. As I predicted, this flavor is exactly the same as the sloth and the worm, which is pretty good, guys, I have to say. One thing I noticed from the tiny hands that is probably different than the sloth is that it's more compact, and since it's more compact, it's more chewy, like at a certain point. So when you get through that chewiness, it's so good. It's definitely good because you have like a big piece of like chunky gummy just in there that you'll be able to chew around your mouth and have, in comparison to like the sloth or the octopus that you have. So overall, pretty good flavor. Compatibility, I definitely think it's compatible with any type of gummy, really. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's a pretty normal size, so you can so it's pretty compatible with pretty much any gummy that you would like to try. So there you go. There's my gummy review for the tiny hands. And as you can tell, guys, I am literally wearing the same outfit because I am literally recording this after the announcement video. Because one, I do not have time, like I mentioned in that video, I do not have time to be able to work on gummy reviews. So this is like literally the only time I have to work on this, guys, before I have to like move the chair back because I don't have special permission. So this is actually gonna be probably the last video you're ever gonna see this chair, guys. Can you believe it? This chair got me through 10 gummy reviews, and now we're gonna have to find a replacement. Wow. Okay. Now let's move on to our last gummy review, which is gonna be a worm, which isn't really a gummy review, more of a re-review, guys, of the same before. So let's go ahead and try it, and let me see how it goes. Short, sweet, chewy, simple, done. There's my gummy review of that one. Literally, that's all I have to say. Very compatible. So, at last we reached the end of our gummy review and the end of our 10th gummy review, which included the Trolli Sour Brite All-Star Mix containing the best of the best Trolli gummies. Now, the flavors, they're very good. They're all very good. Overall, this gummy satisfied me very much with the flavor. Compatibility, like I said, it varies between what type of gummy it is. One thing that did upset me was that there wasn't a variety of gummies as it should have been or advertised in. So that is going to be my one and only complaint that I'm probably going to have of this gummy review. Otherwise, the bag is looking really fresh. Green, like green tone, that's looking really good. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be the end for a gummy review and the end of a 10th gummy review. So thank you all for sticking so much for the 10th gummy review. Once again, I'm sorry about Carl's screwdriver too. I promise I'll make it up in some way. So anyway guys, that is the end of this video, and as a final review for the Trolli Brite All-Star Mix, I'm going to be giving it a 9 because it lost a full point because of what I said earlier of the variety. But overall, everything else is good. Everything else is perfect. The flavor, compatibility, everything was good. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.